Kaya dili ta gusto nga sa umabot nga mga generation, sa umabot nga mga kaliwatan, mahulog ang mga buluyagon ang mga bata. Tungod niya na adunay ministry sa Davao nga nagabuhat og children's ministry. Usa siya sa pinakadako nga ministry sa Davao. Doon na sila, average sila o matindan sila og 3,500 isa ka semana. Dito po ko na-train, dito po ko nagtabang, dito po ko nag-ministry, dito po ko nagtrabaho, og mo ni siya.
Family Circus started on the street, a church without walls, a church made up mainly of children. Many of the children followed us into local churches, the kind with 4 walls. Instead of welcoming the children, the churches turned them away. They said they were dirty, poor, and undisciplined. Jesus said, "Let the kids come to me, for of such is the kingdom of heaven." Yeah! As a result, we felt compelled to create a church for kids, a church where children were the priority and not just a problem. When the children were no longer welcome in the local churches, we went looking for a place for the children to have Sunday school. And the local McDonald's were quick to respond, "Sure, bring them on." And we took them upstairs in the McDonald's restaurant and had hotcakes and orange juice all for about 60 cents. And every Sunday we had Sunday school for those kids. It was so much fun. When we went from 80 up to 100 a month later, I asked another pastor, and evidently the word had gotten around, and that pastor didn't even hesitate. He said, "We don't do kids ministry. There's no money in it." By the next month, we were up to 120. Handwriting was on the wall. We had to find a place for these children to have a church. And that's when we started the old building. And this building at that time had no electricity, no water, no bathrooms. We started with just an ugly old building. The first Sunday we had a total attendance of 161 in church at that time.
This is our first Sunday morning. It's ready to be praised. Come on, help me out.
3 years later, we had 6 services with 3,059 in attendance. During the service, they'll hear fun teaching about Jesus. We have a dentist that is extracting teeth and giving hygiene care advice what to do for their teeth. After each service, the children, as they prepare to go out of the church, will come by my wife, Sandy. She's putting on antibiotics and she's doing first aid and just loving these children. As they go out, they come over and there's a line out and we're praying for them.
What God is doing is simply incredible. We go out and invite children, and it is from squatter villages. We go to those places that are so highly densely populated with children. When they come in the morning, we feed them bread and juice as they come in the door.
These hands represent people who have dedicated their lives to Jesus Christ. And this building is not built for that many kids. They were waiting in lines an hour and a half before service just to get inside the doors. Kids wanting to come to find out about Jesus. Davao City has 750,000 children. Our goal is to reach 1% of those children. Can you imagine bringing in 7,500 children to attend church every single week? That's why we're buying new property, so that we have room for these kids and have a place for them for the future. This is the location of the Future Family Circus facility. We have a large tent coming in. It's going to be right there. We'll be able to seat about 5,000 kids and their family members. Right now, we have 3,500 attending. One trip with those 100 tricycles from our neighborhood can bring in 500 kids. 5 trips in 30 minutes, we can bring in 2,500 kids.
Wow. It's like 6 o'clock night.
And that's the Muslim call to prayer. That's how close they are. But that means that how close they are to Jesus also, because Jesus is here. So pray for the Muslims as they call to them. We can pray for them too.
Pray with us. Thank you very, very much.
Who will teach the children